Hey there, RPG Pod Nation. This is Eric, or a Corn Dog, coming at you with an injury update and a hot take for this weekend. So injuries that we're aware of right now is we got the Green Bay Packers wide receiver Christian Watson, who is out. If you have Dobbs, D-O-U-B-S, on your team, he might be worth a start if you have nobody else, but he should probably get some targets. And the Bears defense was not fantastic last year. I think it'll be improved, but I do think there's going to be throwing, and I think they're going to want to show off Jordan Love. He might be somebody to slot into a flex play if you have to, but I would not play him over any studs. Darren Waller looks like he's going to be out, which is a big hit. If he's on the waiver wire, you might want to try to pick up Bellinger. I don't know if he'll be on your waiver wire. I also don't know if I feel comfortable starting Bellinger this week. I wouldn't recommend it, but he will probably be the replacement. If you're absolutely desperate, that might be the way to go. Or if you can get a desperate person in your league to maybe trade you a second or third round pick or something like that for Bellinger. I mean, have at it. I'm not expecting great things. I think Darren Waller will be back, and he's the guy that you want, not Bellinger. But in an absolute emergency, Bellinger could be a choice. Mark Andrews could be limited. We're still unknown at this point, but honestly, as long as he takes that field, I'm starting Mark Andrews. I'm a big believer in start your studs. I really like Isaiah Likely as a future prospect, but if Andrews is on that field, I am playing Andrews. But if Andrews does not play, I think Isaiah Likely is a must start. That guy is a monster. When he got a solo opportunity last year, he was very, very good. I'm very high on him. That might be a guy to look at. We also have, it's a lot of tight ends. We also have George Kittle, who is unknown. If Kittle plays, you're playing Kittle. If Kittle doesn't play, I don't think there's a replacement on the 49ers that I care about. I think you might see an uptick in targets to Ayuk or even maybe Debo. That would normally go to Kittle, so I think it just improves them. I don't think there's anybody else on the team who gets a boost from that. So if Kittle is in and he's your tight end, you're starting Kittle. If he's not in, I would be looking elsewhere on the waiver wire or on your bench for help, because I do not like any of the backup 49ers tight ends. I probably couldn't even name any of the backup 49ers tight ends. So that would be your injury update for the weekend. And for my big slamming hottie toddy take for the week, I am going that Calvin Ridley for the Jaguars will not only be a top 5 wide receiver. You may have even heard this on Top Dogs this week with the podcast, but I think Calvin Ridley might be wide receiver 1 this week. I got a good bet on that. I think the Colts are booty cheeks, and their defense is booty cheeks, and I think Ridley has something to prove to come back. I think the prince that was promised is going to come out firing on an MVP campaign this year. I'm already on the record that I think Trevor Lawrence will be the MVP this season. And I think you just see Ridley have a gigantic week to kick this off. I'm really high on him. If you got Ridley, you're probably starting him anyway, but if you're thinking about it, put Ridley in. That is my big old hot take for the week. I hope you all have a fantastic fantasy weekend. Unless you're playing me, then I hope everybody sucks. Have a good week, y'all.